Our first operation was a success in that we were able to acquire 2 HVTs, bring them back to base, and secure some intel as to the direction and to the potential whereabouts of where this ambassador is. We know now, thanks to your guys' efforts during the last operation, that he was
User joined your channel.
About half of his security detail was killed. The other half is most likely still with him or been taken hostage. SOCOM has attempted to reach out to the Somalian ambassador for any information regarding the situation. We have so far been in the dark. Right now, the only intel we have on the ground is that, and whatever you guys get for us going into this operation. We were able to destroy their main relay station, thanks to the work of SOAR and CAS during the last hop as well. So as far as local or generalized long-range communication,
user joined your channel.
Proper coordination between each of the terrorist cells, that we pretty much knocked that out. However, each cell may still have local long-range towers up that allow them to communicate to the next village and so on and so forth. But as far as a general rapid response, we've pretty much knocked out their capability. It's for this operation, we still need more intel. We do not know the exact whereabouts of where the ambassador is. We do know that he is in the northern sector. We've got 2 potential question marks as to hot zones as to where he could be. Unfortunately, we don't have anything else. That's literally all we've got. So we're going to need you guys to go in, secure a known hostile town that is known to be Boko Haran occupied. So the terror cell knows that there's people, they know they have a deployment there. We need you guys to sneak in, neutralize the enemy threats, pose, or have a few of you guys pose as them and man a makeshift checkpoint.
User joined your
channel. We will be processing civilians that are going through that town. Your main cover is that whoever is running that checkpoint you're basically running it because the U.S. forces were operating in the region. They've seen helos and birds flying overhead. They also, Boko Haram knows that their long-range tower is down. Your main, goal is to acquire a single officer, a mid to lower level officer, that alive, and properly extract the intel as to the whereabouts of the ambassador. By this point, most of the Boko Haram leadership will know the situation and will have relayed what's going on. However, your main cover for why you're doing this impromptu checkpoint is because of the U.S. operations. The Boko Haram leadership believes there may be a traitor or there may be potential for swayability within their organization. So they're just doing this to double check their operatives in the field and to make sure that they're still on the same side as Boko Haram and they're not giving away intel and anything like that. Your leadership, in this case Alex, will be head for tonight. He is our sergeant on the ground. And I believe Beetle and Ghost, you'll be working with him. You guys will be running as NCOs for tonight. You'll be working with that. I've already given briefing as to the specifics of that checkpoint and how it's going to go. Obviously, questions are welcome from leadership, but I'm not going to explain that into all the detail just because we don't have the time. For everybody's sake, our own Warrant Officer Hart, wherever he may be, in the ether, I suppose, will be role-playing again tonight. So he'll be your main interaction in terms of civilians, the officer, other objects, etc. As for SOAR, your guys' main mission will be to maintain a 2 to 3 kilometer exclusion zone outside OBJ Caster. So it's going to be about, here, I'll get the line drawn for you. And that is a circular line, or a circle in the geometry community. Something along those lines. Basically, any hostiles that are known hostile that begin to move in that direction, you're going to try and quickly and efficiently neutralize them. High explosives are authorized, guided munitions are authorized, if capable. Basically anything, we'll draw a couple arrows, anything to the outside needs to be engaged. If it gets within the exclusion zone, you have to let it go. We can't risk SOAR flying directly over the checkpoint site for obvious reasons of blowing the cover of the checkpoint part of the mission. So that's why you guys, you got the FLIRs, you've got the capability to spot, use it. Basically turn it to dust and send it back, or if it doesn't, notify ground, let them know what's coming. All of ground, you guys, all of you will not be maintaining or doing the checkpoint part. We're only going to have 2 or 3 people doing the role play aspect of engaging with the civilian and manning that checkpoint. Again, this is Boko Haran. They're not going to deploy a 20-man team for a checkpoint. It needs to be realistic. The operator and Hart, in this case, he will be checking for that. He's going to be using his own wits. Again, think of yourself as if you were the enemy. What would you expect if you were a local terrorist cell? So that's SOAR's job is doing that, and as well as to build a potential FARP to the west of OBJ Caster, which is where that's obviously your checkpoint site and where you're going to be infilling and assaulting during the nighttime. We have 2 scenarios after that. Ideally, you guys succeed and are able to secure a single officer alive and extract the intel you need. We will then move to whatever intel that has provided us to that location and prepare a breach and a raid on that. If we fail, if we are able to capture an officer, it's very, very likely that the local leadership will realize what we're going up against and what we deployed, and they will send everything they've got at us. So we'll have to dig in and defend that site until we can get out of there, or give them the kind of just sneak out, I guess. Those are our 2 options. Ideally, it's the first one, but we have obviously, if you fail, if we can't secure that intel, then we're gonna have to go for the second one. So this is a very risky situation we're in. I'd like to give you guys more intel as to what to expect. But that's literally all we've got. This is why we've got boots on the ground. This is why you guys are here. So this is what you're Delta Force operators. This is what you're here to do. SOAR, you guys should be good to go in terms of briefing. Graham, you were there. Same with Rico. Every other leadership. If you have further questions, leadership, bring it up to your leadership and then bring it to me if they can't answer it. Standard kits for the inserts. We're most likely. I'll talk to SOAR real quick just before you guys. We may be haloing. We'll figure it out. Is either be Halo or Little Bird for the nighttime insertion. But standard military gear, you don't have to do PMC. We're not trying to be undercover. We're just trying to stealth in and neutralize that town during the nighttime. All right. Good luck. Godspeed. Go ahead and form up with your leadership.
Switch to another objective. You can just move like one building over to the east, right, and you'll still have the same basic Overwatch, regardless of which intersection we take.
I can't see it.
Counter.
Oh, my kid got rid of my NVG. Thank God there's more than
You nice.
Stealing all my green cards. Goldfish.
Who's our jump master is the question.
Everyone.
Everyone's the jump master.
Everyone. Alex is fucking jump master.
He's AR.
Yeah, who's...
Nobody open the control panel.
Whoever you can spare as a battle buddy, it really doesn't matter.
I don't think Casey has a battle buddy. Casey, you here? Oh yeah, you can be my battle buddy. We're gonna post up on that north east.
This is Flight Command Smith 311. Ground leader, do you hear me on this net? Copy. We're gonna have a jump master.
I'm sorry,
just for jump. That's gonna be channel 300. How copy?
Copy that.
We're both trying to help the disabled.
That's why I keep holding corn underwater most of the time. What? What did you say about...
Oh, so they getting your kits sorted on the ground afterwards, or what?
300 checks?
We're getting sorted on the ground afterwards.
Is SOAR bringing that in?
I'm unsure. I think there's just going to be a weapons cache on the ground that we're going to see.
Alex, what do you want Harrell to go as a kit? What do you need extra of? I'll type
keep
it right
an eye
now.
out.
It's anything.
Bring bullets.
More
AR to bring bullets.
I'll tell him LMG. Perfect.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go, AR.
He needs to bring some bullets. That's all we require.
Copy, yes. Only for jump.
That looks like an exclamation point.
Those parachutes in the thing.
Copy, so, who's good?
I'm just gonna take a
give me the
toolkit
go-ahead
instead. It's my
for the
parachute.
jump.
Toolkit on your back while you're going.
In the parachute. Then you'll relay that.
Copy.
Better use that altimeter watch to make sure.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your oxygen and then all of us die.
Ready to check.
It's sad when that happens. Fucking pilots are dumbasses sometimes, though.
We're at
In real
21
life.
meters.
Ready to
currently.
check.
Wow, we're pretty high for a plane.
Yes.
We're 20 meters off
am
of
I
the
going
sweet
with
spot, that's why
the
almost
assault team or the
on ground.
the checkpoint team or what?
How do I switch it to time?
Coming in with the assault team.
IR strobe is on.
Need to join up on Alec.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. There goes one before we take off.
Everyone's on the plane, right?
No.
Missing one.
Get your ass on the damn plane.
I'm trying to, damn it.
Need that Church's fried chicken.
Little big chicken fry.
No, good job.
There is a body on the side of the wing.
Running me over while I'm in the animation of getting in the plane is not a good idea.
Parallel, what's your status?
I'm trying to get.
Stop talking inside chat, Thomas. It's just more annoying than anything. Not the pilot's almost a lie, it's a gimmick. In a third world country.
As everyone can see on the map, we're up here at LC Tomahawk there.
Roger that.
I really hope you all have your parachutes.
Oh shit, we need parachutes?
Nah, I think your thick head can survive the fall.
Ooh, sick bird.
All you gotta do is hit tree right.
Don't aim for water, or two, feel ballsy.
I think the best thing for you to do is run into the side of a mountain. That's the best way to do it.
Alright boys, don't forget, a real man opens up at 160 meters.
Yeah, wouldn't you love it though when you're parachuting and you think you land on flat ground and then you realize you're at the top of a fucking mountain?
The lowest I've gone is 92.
I remember someone tried to open at 50 and then we saw them go back in.
Stop talking in fucking text chat. What the fuck?
Seriously, guys, yeah, stop with the side shot here. Radio silence here.
Red light, red light.
Red light. Jump, jump, jump.
Green light.
Caution, ramp. 3 Bravo at 190.
Attach your IR grenades. Caboose on ground. Harrell on ground. Torn on ground. Scarab on ground. Bombs on ground. Longton on ground. Has anyone managed to hurt themselves yet? No, yes, actually 80, so I'm good, bro. Kyle, who got injured? Who got injured? Beetle. Alex on ground. We got a straggler north. Rendezvous at Tomahawk if you're not on it. If you're on the ground in that Tomahawk, pull security. Alex, where you at?
If you don't have a battle buddy already, can you stick with Corn? Show him the ropes. Give him a front row seat.
I got the big boy gun anyways.
He's over there.
Right.
Oh, here he is. An invisible ass.
Where's Casey? I thought he was with Bear. Or wait, who are you?
Oh, he's over there.
Me and you. We'll have a little picnic on top of that roof. Some wine and all that shit.
Okay. Who else is in on the sign? Beetle?
No.
I don't want to hear no kissing over
You probably just stick close to Beetle.
Okay, everyone's on the ground, ready up that LZ Tomahawk.
I think everyone's taken care of.
Oh, we gotta walk and click boys, this is fun.
Corn a click, isn't it?
Corn, was it you or Ghost that was
Oh, I
switching
thought I turned it off.
after?
1.2 to the
Oh, no, I need to turn it
the digress point.
Okay, it was Ghost then.
The ingress.
I thought that was you for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm depressed. It's digress. Yep.
It's fun. That'll be after checkpoint, providing everything goes well. It'll be a whole new game plan.
All I'm gonna say to every single person that comes to the gate is Assalamu alaikum and Allah Akbar.
Okay, yeah, that's why I can't hear because those
Africa.
pilot helmets.
Yeah, that's we're Muslims still. We're terrorists. We have to be Muslim.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my pilot's helmet. Thought I put it in my backpack, but it's not there anymore.
Come on, grab my helmet.
Oh, it looked cool. I had to
What
put
is
it on.
this terrorist group that we are?
We'll be battle buddies
Cool.
tonight.
But
It's,
it's,
yeah, it's African terrorists.
Oh, no, yeah.
I'm
Had to get rid of some shit.
Headstrong into shit, so.
Yeah, it's the Islamic State in
I'll shoot
Africa.
you myself.
well, nice Google.
I've been
Nice
down,
Google.
but I've never died.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got
Islamic
one.
State in West Africa province, formerly known as Yamaha al-Sunnah al-Wada Jihad.
Go ahead and do a raid, Corn. See us the medic caboose, right?
They're a jihadist terrorist organization based in the northeastern Nigeria.
He's
Also
fine, it's
active
green. I
on
just
that
want to be able to
area
grab you just in
at
case
northern
shit goes
Cameroon.
down. Oh my god, I got shot in the penis.
Not yet, not yet. Okay.
I always get shot in the penis.
Just like not all Muslims are terrorists, like you said.
Not all. Muslims are terrorists.
Not all
Muslims
terrorists are
are
Muslims.
Like, not exactly, but...
Alright, let Alex know. North of where?
Considerably.
On our main MSR? Like at the gas station?
I wonder what that light is all the way out there.
Okay.
I haven't heard shit just around us either.
In that town? Okay, there's
Keep up some
probably a
360.
holdover FOB zone for the next objective.
Right now.
Hopefully.
You guys see that light or
I
something?
think on their
Yeah,
RP
that's what I was-
skills we
that's what I
might
was
get
looking
fucking
at,
hammered,
now.
but fail the operation, so.
Looks like it's changed.
You're just on some good shit.
No, but we can't do much. I mean, we could undercover the shit out of this, but
He's in one to know if I can just let him loose on everything
I'll join you if you want. I'll follow you.
Got some music going.
And call. I'd say yeah, but like, that's, not, I don't want them to fuck up the second half of the up.
it's exactly what I don't want to see happen. I know you will.
You heard about the BTRs? They got, BTRs
That's
and,
good. They don't know.
in the area. Cleared BTRs, said. And then, there's a Dishka something marked on map. Cammy. So I'm guessing he's seen actual vehicles in town. So, quiet as possible. No big explosions, hopefully. We need all the buildings intact so we can get this done. It's not armor, it's just a Dishka.
Not yet. I haven't heard anything about it.
I want to reiterate, no explosions, okay?
Some group coming in from the west.
You can't capture everyone.
Or northwest.
You're gonna get shot.
Yeah, I'm just like, where do they land?
Guys, don't try to capture anyone until we finish this first objective.
Indeed, on the status.
We got a BNP.
We're good?
Once we split off, I'm gonna have
No,
my...
you got a DRP
Yeah.
at
you guys land?
Yeah, my fucking helmet. I had to go take a shit. Auto equip onto my head like I clicked it to, so I had to go pick it back up.
I thought you
I
tried
held
the
his
whole
hand while he took a
80
shit.
meter
My
deployed
team, everyone
parachute.
has a buddy here, right? I think we're scored away.
I deployed at 146.
I deployed at about 160-ish.
I swear to God, I thought I was.
Okay, we're gonna move out. We're gonna make 2 columns here. My team will be on the left. Bean's team on the right. Follow black line.
Looks like we're moving.
Team retarded, Casey.
Horn, get in the back.
Let's roll out, Green. I got one guy AFK. I'm cuffing in, carrying him. Nice. Combat. Shock.
Is that close?
Alright, Barrack is back. So I got a group to the right and left of the column here. So, is that all green team? Green team is going to be on the right. Copy. Who are the people to the left of our column? Those are ERP. Okay.
Alex, strobes, yes or no? What's the intel?
Yes, everyone should have strobes on.
I can't turn mine on because it blinds me. Yo, dipsticks, flashlights!
Flashlights, straight east.
Patrol. Is it patrol or a Vic? Yeah, it's a patrol.
Patrol, moving north to south or east here.
You spread out the line.
Everyone, spread out from the fire line here. We're gonna move up slowly. We're gonna get this deflate here and just peek on them for a little bit as they move. Be advised, source saying that there's a possibility of another squad just front of that. Towards our southeast. Got it. They're still continuing southeast. They're alerted to something. Everyone fall back further behind the deflate here. Get in the tree line. They're headed back this way. Copy. We are gonna start moving west for a while before we keep moving on the line. Green team, keep an eye behind us as we move back. We could head farther north, loop around to the other side, to the other tree line and keep moving. Copy that. Okay, everyone just form up column, follow the tree line north.
Ghost, you should remind us to utilize 310. Or we're gonna be left in the dark and fucking die.
Alex, I got new intel on the map. Repeat. Oh, Cammy's marking up important intel about the town on the map. You just check it out when you get a chance.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time. Throwback green.
Everyone stay crouched for now.
Road's up here.
My team eyes to the northeast, green team eyes to the southeast.
I see patrols.
Patrol southeast.
147.
What direction?
Move a little more north and then cross over.
Yeah, move further into the trees here. Towards northeast. Form a column here. Or start moving south here. From the east.
The vehicle noise what?
Sounds like a bird.
So let's get moving. Start moving. East.
Sounds like a Chinook.
Okay, we're gonna form a wedge on me and green team right, white team left. As we move towards the tree line here.
Or get in the back.
Keep going at the back.
Green team keep eyes to our right there, white team eyes to our left.
We're going guns up.
We have some stragglers in the back there. Everyone hold for now while they catch up.
It's just them hiding in there.
Alex, advise you communicate over 310 net to keep Ghost and my team in the lead in the loop.
Copy that. Form up with the wedge here.
Could they set an alternate channel? Are you gonna have to be more proactive
We're
about
moving
that?
that.
If you need to delegate it to somebody, delegate it to Wait. She's with you? Yeah, it's Beatles with you since Ghost was with the other team, right? Just do your best with it.
User in your channel timed out.
Yeah, Go. Eyes up here. We're getting out of tree cover. Hold here for now a little bit. Anyone have eyes?
We need to go farther southeast.
We need to move. Oh, if you want to straighten.
It looks like we're kind of straight out into the open.
We're gonna move south. Just, you know, get around this little divot here. Just keep forming the wedge on there.
Patrol coming up the road to the west.
We got people coming up behind us to the west. I just want a few people just looking back there while we move up.
Oh shit.
Everyone hold for now.
Be advised, you have an enemy squad here in our rear.
Hey, everyone, cut IRs.
Cut IR.
Alex, cut your IR.
1 second.
I don't see that the team lead has night vision. He may, though. Can't get a good eye on him. Team lead's at 258, coming out of the tree now.
Holy crap. Freaking no inventory skills. Okay. Can I get eyes on the team coming up?
255, they just disappeared.
They just cut their lights.
Are they heading towards our direction?
They were headed south, southeast.
He just disappeared like at a
they're gone.
We're gonna keep moving then. Keep following the line.
That was fucked up.
I got thermostats.
Yeah.
We need to head about 150 if we don't want to run straight into a clearing.
Okay.
We have to run into.
Keep looking at our rear.
Okay, we're gonna head up to the green objective marker now.
What are you doing here?
We're heading out of tree line now. Everyone has it. Everyone hold and definitely here for now.
The gas station. Lights on at the gas station. I thought it was something
Alex,
else.
I'm gonna grab one more person because I lost the barrack.
Okay. You can grab the...
Hey, Harold, you doing anything,
Is he coming back?
super specific?
1 second.
I've got eyes on 1 times, actually correction, 2 times hostiles, 1 with an RPG.
Who needs me?
Are you doing anything special?
User entered your channel.
For the main squad? I lost somebody. I need to replace.
Yeah, you can take care of it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a patrol.
Can you switch over to green? Whenever you get a chance.
We got the technical 144.
Thanks, buddy.
Range is
We'll be rolling
400 low.
boost.
Do we have all of the vehicles marked on the map here?
Hey, back up. Let's get some more spacing, guys.
I got eyes on the southern dish.
You see a vehicle, mark it on that.
Dig a big trench behind you.
Everyone don't bunch up there while you're looking.
We have at least a fire team sized element at the gas station to our southeast east.
Copy that, huh? 1 RPG.
From like the west, a
Can you mark
vehicle,
the general
chopper.
location of the element?
Technical's moving northeast.
Once we finish marking as much as we can see here, we'll start splitting. Step. Step. Back up into the force a little bit more.
If we've marked everything we need to mark here, we can start getting going now.
Technical moving southwest. I got eyes on the southern technical is stationary. I can take them out the second y'all start con.
Copy. White team, form a column on me.
It's on your desktop.
User joined your channel.
Beetle, what's in there? Hold on.
Moms, you said you were gonna take out the technical?
Yeah, I got eyes on the southern technical current.
Copy, when you take it out.
The other one's moving around. We're gonna have to take it on the fly.
Mom.
If you want to get close and kick things off, I can take him and the driver quick.
We'll start splitting. Yeah, can you... I hear Mom's on...
Moms,
we're
Yeah.
splitting up here, right?
you said you're gonna take a shot at the technical or not?
Yes, I can. The second y'all are ready for it.
Copy, take the shot now.
My freaking radio got fucked. What the hell?
Gunner stick.
Oh, we're moving out now.
We're moving out now. Beetle, we're splitting up. We got some more depth weight to us.
Driver step.
Loop around us. I want to get there as soon as possible. So. You don't see the ping.
I'm working on that.
My comms got all screwed up for some reason. Okay, I'm good now.
Okay, we're gonna get moving.
Yeah, there's a patrol east. It's circling back around, going west, south.
Is your team moving, or are you holding up? You have to go ahead. Sorry, my comms are screwed. Hang on, yeah, you have to go ahead. Is everyone not... Are you missing? Casey Blanco Quantum.
That other disc is 121.
Harold, what's your location?
Green team.
Is Barrick up?
Barrick, you got
joined back.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving then.
Alright, we got the patrol and the other fucking disc at 121.
Keep eyes. We're gonna head back towards the tree line.
Disc is mobile.
We're gonna stay indefinitely here as we move up.
Alright, I lost my shot on it. I'm gonna move up. Coming down the main MSR west. Just pop smoke. Get ready to take it. It's coming to your east.
Across the road here. Careful.
Got lights.
And we're gonna follow the tree line here all the way up to the south side of the
What's the
compound.
story on this dish getting close?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Like this is how I die. This is how I
I was like, what did I hit?
Mom's is with the other team, right? Green team, what's the status? Okay.
I might not make it back to actually play it, but that's it.
We're gonna cut across then. Keep eyes on the left.
Got enough blood on you?
Alex, Team 3 is hold up with me if y'all are set.
I got 2 500s on it.
Copy. Are you?
It's coming.
Hold here for now. Okay, I'm moving. Hold. Get prone. Yeah, I see a dish here.
Vehicle on the move. 059. 054. Just stopped. There's a patrol right next to it. Vehicle looks like it's pulling out now.
We got a Dishka and a patrol coming out of it to our northeast from our
Second Dishka semi-stop.
Okay, we're gonna move up.
It's like stuck. It's trying to get out of there.
We're gonna move up to the tree line to our east here. Everyone stay crouched.
User in your channel timed out.
Okay, once we get set up here, right at the south of the compound, we're going to be taking out those Dishkas and patrols there. You copy? We're going to get up right to the edge of the tree line here. And everyone's going to line up a shot, okay? Yeah, move it north here. Everyone stay low. Okay. Get up to the trees here. Make sure to stay behind them, okay? Everyone pick a tree, stay low, and line up a shot. Okay, my team is set up at the tree line to the southwest of the compound here.
Dishka is
How copy?
Or is there a guy in the driver's seat? I can't tell.
The guy in the driver's seat. The guy with the high-powered skill. If you tell us.
Does everyone have a shot here?
I don't even know where we're aiming at.
I got an opportunity to take this Dishka at 122. Patrols passing to the north.
Dishka there. And move inside. Copy. We're gonna move up.
There's a guy in the driver's seat, but he's like hunched over there.
I just want to make sure that there's no one in that Dishka before we move up.
Hold on. Let me use my binoculars.
Copy.
I think there's a guy in the driver's seat, but he looks hunched over.
I think isn't this the one that Mom sniped?
I see a dude right there. I see a guy right to the east that just went behind the wall there.
Do you see the guy in the Dishka? Like, it looks like the driver's seat beside.
Yeah, isn't this the one that
Looks like
Mom
he's
sniped?
hunched over.
If so, Mom's got them both. That's what I heard.
Yeah, we're gonna assume it's
is that the same one? Oh, okay.
If this is the one, don't quote me on it.
Okay. Once I get a go ahead, we're gonna start moving in, okay? We're gonna start moving into the south of the compound. You guys have to go ahead and move in. How copy?
No explosives.
I'm not seeing any movement.
Yeah, we're gonna move in. You guys can move in too. Start the operation. We're moving in, guys.
Look out those lights, because we're gonna be out in the fucking open with light shining right on us. That's pretty
We're gonna be moving away from the lights there onto the wall.
Alright, I'm just trigger happy. Solid 2 minutes of shot. American.
We're moving towards the south of the compound now. Okay, I hear shots. Start moving in, guys. I hear shots.
Our shots, I think. Silence. Oh!
Who's shooting right now?
I got one more technical coming from the north, most likely.
We're gonna keep. Okay, we gotta keep moving. Whatever. Can we take out that way? Okay. Who's taking shots right now? Okay, you got whatever. We're moving in.
Yeah, I got a guy northeast right now.
Copy.
Solo
We have-
guy.
Someone engage that disc guy. Just help.
He's down. He's
Once
down.
he's cleared out the patrols right here, we're gonna move in.
Okay, another guy northeast.
If they're all clear, we're gonna start moving in the compound. Okay, we're moving now. On the. Rush in there. Is there a light here we can check in?
It's on the truck.
Copy.
I tried to say earlier.
Just keep moving. There's no one around.
Y'all took that Dishka, right? That third.
Yes, just get that.
There was 3 times.
You got the guy right in front of me?
Technically, they're 50 cals, but
Guy right here? In the door, right
Oh yeah.
there. I'll cover it once we go. Three guys came out. Someone check Blanco.
Moms, there's gunfire from where you took that first.
Okay, this is clear.
Gotcha. There's smoke too.
Marcus building. Marcus building. Someone cover the northeast there.
Fine, tourniquet to my leg.
I'm patching myself up.
We're gonna bounce the all from the gas station.
Who's taking shots here?
Who just got in? Live over good.
Cover that northeast.
Alex, I'm coming in. Don't shoot me.
Okay. Can you mark this building as clear?
What the hell? Give me a medic for
Okay,
like
I'll
some
mark
guy I
that.
didn't see. Give myself a quick one. I'm good.
Yeah, when you keep moving, let's go.
I got AK fire from the southern com.
Okay, we're good. Copy. Let's keep moving.
you
Can you
can't-
take out that light? Everyone hold. Corn took the light out. Can you peek it? Blanca, can you peek it?
Lights. He's shooting at the door.
Copy.
You throw.
You can casing, just cover
Let
the
us know
east
if
here
we
in
need
case
to
they
run.
come in.
You know what? Just look away right now.
Just cover right
We're
there.
gonna fuck up.
Wall.
No, it was bad. We're moving in. Let's go.
He's still.
On me. Stack up on me here. Okay, I'm opening now.
Just start shooting.
We gotta take him hostage, Alex.
Well, the first flash didn't go well, so.
He was hostile.
No, we had an agreement, Alex. Wow.
Okay, this is clear. Mark it dot here.
I'm gonna take 1 second. I'm gonna stick myself in a fucking Porsche. I had a feeling you couldn't stick it through there. I just. Next one's hostage.
Yeah, we gotta keep moving. We're going too slow. Everyone get up.
Northeast.
You have to move outside the compound.
What is the point of that?
Oh, we got smoke.
He's in there?
Should we have IR strokes on this round? Yeah, I don't.
Magic, you know.
Friendlies.
Yeah, I got shot.
Okay,
Shoot
we're
on
clear.
that one. I thought it was.
Can't see anything because the smoke.
You just came around that corner.
They friendly?
Everyone put on
You guys
Irish
got your
strips.
Irish strobes on, boys.
I'm on you, Wallace.
Easy, are you
Do
hit?
it. Roger, I got your left.
I'm
Watch
hit.
your door left.
Roger, breaking I should expect this by now. Blanco, it's saying you're fine,
Are
buddy.
you okay, bud?
Here,
Oh,
I'll
my left arm. My
there we
chest.
go.
Okay.
It's
Fucking
just bugging
MGs
out.
came around the corner when you guys
Sir,
ducked in
sir,
here.
can you hear me?
Where'd that
Are you
guy
okay?
come from?
Are you okay? No, he is not okay.
Arm's
This
good.
guy's not okay, Beetle. This guy's not okay.
Hey, Alex, need confirmation you got the third disc. I don't have eyes.
You're right.
Chest, I'm stitching.
You're talking about the disc all the way on the south of the compound here?
No, that was the first one I engaged. The second one I engaged was at the gas station, and the third one I saw drive north.
We did not engage any disco at the south of the compound.
Cop.
Can you go southwest, get eyes on it?
It's walls. Let's not get everybody in the same area.
Everyone
Good,
clear out of
Casey.
the building.
Get up here.
This compound secure, like, okay, it's solid. Got it. We go in the greenhouse.
I don't want to call it too early, but I think we might be clear.
Greenhouse. They're all green.
My back.
Grain, see the sacks of grain.
Green.
Beetle, I see some buildings that are not marked. Are they clear here?
Casey, I can see you have a little thing. It's just
Copy.
there you go. Filming it right now for you, Casey. What? No problem. Oh no, I'm just building a little thing here, so you know if he comes around that corner, you have some cover. There you go.
So,
Also,
it's confirmed that we've cleared out the compound?
Almost robbing. I'm robbing the dead.
This guy's still alive. He's still alive.
You cleared it.
Yeah, south side's cleared, north side's cleared, okay.
I just robbed him.
Copy, hold one.
Basic.
Yes, send it.
Can you confirm a command that undercover team's getting resupplied to change into with appropriate clothes?
Solid copy. By the way, moms. Cammy just said that it's, or Reaper 2 just said that there was only 2. Okay, copy.
Okay, when the checkpoint's set
Hey,
up,
Casey.
I want you guys on the north side.
Our spot's gonna be up here.
The compound right next to the checkpoint.
The second
You spread your men out
green
inside the
flag.
buildings accordingly.
I'm gonna go ahead and get green team set up on the north.
Boys, stop fucking using our money, okay? We gotta build a fucking checkpoint. You guys gotta look small.
Oh yeah, if you're not undercover team, just you don't need sandbags. So if you have any up and you're not an undercover team, just tear them down for now.
Oh my god, they're still fucking building.
Pete, Bazak, is that you building over there?
Say again?
Have
we built this or?
You guys should be building. Give that money to the undercover team. And if they have any leftover money after they make the checkpoint, then you can build. Repeat that. DMR on my team. Do you have set up with a clear line of sight towards the checkpoint?
We might need to move position over. I don't have the greatest eyes on the checkpoint.
You need to be far enough away so they don't immediately spot you, but have clear line of sight.
God, that's like nowhere.
Everyone else, you guys are going to be at the compound right next to the checkpoint here, marked with the red marker.
That's gonna be a checkpoint. We literally, I don't know, we're gonna have to like go out into the jungle.
Yeah, we really don't have options to be here in town. I have a clear view of the checkpoint.
Mark your location once you get set up.
We're at the northeast flag on the map.
I'm gonna set up on the southwest side, but it won't be in.
Sorry, say again, Moms?
I'm gonna set up on the southwest side, but it won't be in. There's not enough structure.
Copy. You can be on that side, just mark your location when you're set up.
Yeah, we can just post up here. Just prone so they won't see any of us. Oh yeah, good view over here.
Never mind, this town sucks ass.
Okay, if that point sucks ass, then just get back on the south side of the compound here.
I'd say turn off your IR. Yeah, sounds like a Chinook.
User joined your channel.
I didn't hear anything. I'm just hearing the Chinook.
Do you hear that, Chinook? That's not my imagination.
I hear it. I assume that means the strobe's off.
My team, when everyone's set up, get your strobes off and set yourselves to whisper.
Yeah, plenty of room. Still got 11 mags. So, good to go. Oh yeah. I'd like to put like up a little bunker or sandbags in front of us just so we're kind of out of view.
Is LR on this freak?
Yeah, they keep oh, budget's now showing 2,900.
Anyone on this freak? Over?
You're on 311?
Hey, can you ask Godfather if we can get some security gates over here? I would much appreciate it.
Hang on.
Roger.
Dirt.
Not in the open part. Yep, there we go. Hallelujah. I can be a terrorist finally.
Heard there's some Boko Haran out there.
And then you can look in between if you want. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Put one over here.
Go ahead, Bazek.
For those security gates, you're gonna need to tell me what the MSR is and what directions you want them.
The main road that we have set up right now for our checkpoint, the coordinates are 090, break 091, keypad 9, I want to say. And we need 4 for each direction, 1 to the south, 1 to the west, 1 to the north, 1 to the east. Or altered for the correct directioning of road.
Solid copy, I'll get back with you in a second.
Roger.
California to golf? Have you been to California to golf? No, it didn't. What about like anywhere in Palm Springs? Torrey Pines. That's. Oh, okay. Way so. Oh yeah. Here. Way north.
Bazek, wait 1 mic for Ghost. Or relay over 311.
Yeah. What's up?
What were you trying to say to Ghost, or I don't know?
Oh, I was just calling out for the marks.
Everyone get internal, get in your spots. We're doing a dress rehearsal.
Command's saying that it's probably going to run north to south, but you still want it to be on all 4 sides?
If we could, but if command says we only need north to south, then north to south is fine.
Pretty quiet. I don't know, you think I should put up like some sandbags looking at the checkpoint?
Beetle, your team's still in this building?
Yeah.
Roger. Are your guys still in this building? I didn't see a damn thing when I walked by. You guys have good intel.
I hope so. It's pretty much depleted. After being, it was like 3,000. Looking at the checkpoint, I don't know where that money went.
There's a body in front of the road, right before the checkpoint. Might want to have that removed.
And just say you had a heart attack.
Cover him up with a train.
Is there any... My team is, everyone's set up, internal, or wherever they need to be.
That's Roger.
Alright, are you on this frequency, Thomas?
Casey and I are looking northeast up the road.
You guys are internal, looking through a window?
We're on the roof, looking through sandbags.
Copy. I just really want to make sure you guys can't be seen.
We'll hide behind the sandbags when needed.
Alex, I'll be right back.
Use the restroom really quick, Casey.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you were AFK or if you were gonna have fun. Go for daytime. Stem pack, you piece of shit.
My team is ready. Everyone, make sure you're out of sight. Either internal, behind a sandbag, on the roof, whatever. Just don't poke your head out.
No explosives. Whisper.
My team, everyone. Is everyone internal? No one's outside, right?
Yeah, outside.
Wait, or on the roof behind a sandbag. Either way.
Now, Bex. Casey. I was like, holy Moses, it's so bright.
Remember, you don't need to poke your head out until you hear something real bad, basically.
Don't fall into the temptation.
Anything, Casey? We might want to go, like, indoors once we spot the vehicles.
Whoever's stationed on the southeast building, apparently undercover team has eyes on you.
Alex, we're southeast.
Apparently they have eyes on you, so, I mean, get low or something. The frickin' ghost informed me that...
I'm not hearing anything yet. Okay, now I'm hearing.
User in your channel timed out.
Blanco, I didn't know you had long hair.
Long hair. I did have long hair.
User left your channel. User entered your channel. User joined your channel. User in your channel timed out.
Pretty quiet. That's why I don't wear underwear. Just G.I. Joe. Commando style. There might be action back at the checkpoint, but I don't know. I'm hearing vehicles. good day. Guess we're just waiting.
They start looking fishy. Let's make the car step for them.
Man, Barrick just keeps getting dropped. Barrick keeps getting dropped. What, Casey?
Alright, well, get him some interrogation technique in the northeast building. Beetle's waiting there.
Give me some. What kind of Charlie you got? Remember Nutrageous bars? Oh man, those were good. It's like peanut butter. It's like a Snickers with peanut butter on top. Are you still looking north?
the shooting? Did checkpoint team open fire on that last vehicle?
Yeah, we think they just let the officer go. So stay tight.
I have no clue. Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, I just heard the shots. I didn't even see what was going on. So you saw what? A technical or just turned out guy in the truck?
I'm seeing movement at 039.
Keep an eye on this possible troop movement. Hold your fire until they get close.
Yeah, looks like they might be friendlies.
Yeah, they're all reloading shit.
Yeah, it's gotta be friendly.
Just give them a little scare.
What was it?
Just giving them a little scare.
Well, don't shoot that direction. There's an enemy patrol coming up.
Shoot at the enemy patrol, for the love of God.
Blanco, I hope you're not shooting at our guys up here.
No, I'm shooting at the dirt. Like.
Then I repeat for my team. Please don't shoot at anyone right now.
The truck too. God damn it.
Is this squad coming in from the northeast? Behind our friendlies?
Yep, hit the fan. We are Fubar, everyone get ready for defense here.
South MSR, 130 rough.
Southeast of us. Southeast.
Where are those shots coming from?
Me. I'm moving south.
Everyone get out of the buildings. We're gonna pull security.
Yeah, there's one behind this tree. He's at 147.
My team, we're gonna be pulling security to the south here.
I got him.
They're moving east-southeast, roughly 80.
DMRs get situated on the roof, start picking off enemies.
God, if they come from the northwest, we're gonna be fucked.
Well, he's starting to radio someone into
All I know is whenever he fucking pulled off, he was on whisper and he goes, "This is codename so-and-so, pull the guys in." Now we're receiving contact.
Yeah, but see, you know how they were so fucking American, right?
what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm confused on that. That's what I'm saying, but he fucking... He literally said assault the checkpoint.
Codename shit. They think we're Boko Haran, dude. They're gonna assault us with American troops. We're fucking undercover.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. Put some fortifications up from every direction.
My team, we need trenches setting up. We need to set up trenches on all the openings here on the south side of the compound.
Well, they're pretty much set up. We got a Vic entering.
Get eyes on that Vic.
Go get him.
Don't shoot it. It's guy with an AK is down in the street, south side.
No, you get there. Just want to make sure we have a little cover in every direction.
Copy, my team, get body bags, get the bodies in, get them internal.
Alex, I'm gonna go check out that driver, see what his status is. I'm exiting compound.
Hey, move the Vic first. Worry about the dead body. Possible another Vic incoming south.
What's the location of that body, Busy?
It's right outside the green flag building.
That body's still on the ground to the south.
Vehicles approaching.
Vehicles approaching.
Okay, everyone back to your posts, get internal.
Contact 75.
X-rays there walking around?
I think that may have been good.
Quiet over there, Casey.
Fuck.
Looks like they're building trenches or mines. I don't know what they're doing at the stop. Yeah, the checkpoint, yeah. Here comes the vehicle. Suspecting the car that came through. I don't have eyes on it. It's on the other side of this building.
I don't think they get Miranda rights. Yeah, dude. If that IED was you shooting me in the back with a 40 mic. Fucking call it an IED. That was friendly fire, you fucks. I'm not seeing anything through. Hold your fire. Don't shoot unless fired upon. I'm moving to get eyes on too. If I
Yep,
get
massive
shot
squad
at,
east coming into town right.
go to Alex and have everybody else.
Okay, everyone get out of your place and start firing. Everyone get out and start firing. Smoke cover for that.
He's already playing. Where are they moving him and why are they moving him?
I think that's the boost that has him.
Yeah, they need to pull him back to cover.
Yeah, they need to pull him back to our compound. It's the most secure thing we got. I'm hearing a bird. Where's he at? Alex, I need to know where that officer is.
He should be where it's the
East again, 75.
The officer's at northeast side of the crossroads.
I see him. Oh, I see the building.
Copy, get medical immediately on him.
Give me one time smoke 73.
got hit, Casey. Copy. Try to find quick boost. We're probably closer to you than I am.
Three, 325, full squad. Tech moving east south. 177, range 100.
East. Southeast.
There's smoke right now.
We got guys coming east, southeast.
Hey, that's a good rocket run. Tell them that's a good run. Tell them to pull a rockets, man. It's super good. It's already out.
Yeah, one of those tanks that's disabled down there. I think Thor got them all. Oh, okay. Roger that.
Quiet of the storm. Good now.
Red smoke's current west.
Somebody's in the red smoke, Casey. I think it's popping.
Got him.
You got him, alright.
I'm just, you know, the fucking smoke coming from my muzzle.
Negative 40 mic on south smoke, 147.
Who's that?
There he is. Hit him once, hit him again, there go, he's down. Oh, that's mortar.
Internal.
Hey, Wallace, you deaf? Get your ass in here.
Let's fucking stop.
Second later, all of you are gonna be dead.
That landed right near Beetle's position. I'm moving to check it.
Roger, I'll hold point.
Nick Base.
Casey Blanco, can you cover northeast while Beetle's team gets repaired?
Yeah, we're looking northeast.
Everyone stay away from the south side of the compound. Everyone middle and north of the compound.
Hey, that came straight from east to west. What did the first run?
Alex, I suggest you just get the officer out for now. We have two fixed at the extract. Just get away from town while we're getting mortared.
Seen smoke to the northeast.
And they're still wanting to stay here and interrogate.
Yeah, they're smoking their own positions for cover. If there's smoke, that means they're still alive.
No, we killed the guy who threw the smoke. He was the only one. We have eyes on it.
Both locations?
Southeast.
Tank inbound.
East, southeast.
Copy, there's another one north.
Understood, sorry.
Pretty good. It's still moving. There's a spotter in the field. Spotter. Yeah, there's a spotter in front of that.
Whole squad to 040.
Copy, by cam. Get to the north side of the compound.
Switching barrels.
The guys on the south side, who's that? Beza, you're on the south side right now?
Yeah, me and Beza.
Is your position stable? You didn't get hurt by the mortar?
Yeah, we're at.
Can you repeat that? You good?
Yeah, we're good. We're great.
Copy.
I'm going to get you fat.
Not that
East.
I can see.
Full squad. They're engaging SOAR. Most of that squad is dead.
Close. In the tree. Tango down.
Where are the enemies coming from?
Reloading.
I have a couple to the east.
I know. Maybe it's a
Copy, I'm
spawner,
watching.
not a killer.
They're throwing smoke.
All I know is there was a spotter to the northeast, so I'm gonna expect one more. Loading.
Who's shooting?
Shooting the tire.
Saving.
To the tank. We got red smoke.
You get the corner. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick.
There's nothing out there.
Get right here. This is a good spot.
All I know is someone should be using a waterboarding technique instead of the ice cream technique. I think
At one
waterboarding is
times
more
39.
effective. Oh, poor baby. I'm still waiting for the 50,000 volts straight to the nipples. Oh, yeah, that works too. American techniques. The funny part is what if they shot the one who knew the information?
I just looked at the map.
I just looked at that. I did confirm that.
I didn't know if they were looking.
All I know is they could be giving him anal fissions right now in their interrogating technique. It ain't working.
We should have enough
Intel?
space in the 2 trucks that we have on station.
They filming a porno back there? Like, what the fuck?
At least to move back to farm.
There is not enough vehicles to carry all of us.
No, just get us back to the farm.
Okay, everyone, get off your respective positions. Get to the dicks in the middle of the compound.
Let's go get real trucks.
Oh, we get to play more undercover?
No, we don't.
Ah, fuck.
No, we get to.
I can't tell more about my trip at IET? Oh, sorry, MIT, wrong school. Yeah, you know, those IED vehicles are really scary, man. Yeah. Yeah. Scary IEDs.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I know, yeah. Alright, well while they're extracting, I'm gonna go take a piss. Fuck's sake.
Wait one, guys. Don't go for fix just yet. Apparently, they're coming.
Everyone, pull security while the chopper gets here.
Birds inbound. Birds doing some Tokyo drift shit.
Either that, or we can get a. Actually, we'll split into two. Have a Chinook with the main force, and then a small team on a little bird, or they can ride shotgun on the attack birds. I think you can take a few people of those, right, Grim?
4 or 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright,
Take a small team. You're gonna land at LZ DOS, which is gonna be on the north
Go get whoever's missing.
side of the market for you.
Group sizes are going to be about 50 to 60. From what our friend with no fingernails said.
Copy. We should be able to get in close. As far as we can tell, we did a preliminary scan. They got some patrols. It was a very small village, so that's why we didn't suspect anything there. We're not seeing any VIX. It's going to be primarily infantry contact. We want that bird, the little bird at LZ DOS. We'll probably get the Chinook in further down the road, or even up near the hillside, possibly at LZ Fargo, up to the northeast. Although whoever's flying that bird, it's going to be your call whether the terrain is suitable. Yeah, whoever's got that blue zone, that's a no-fire zone. Do not use HE. We need to get that ambassador out alive if he is there. If we have his security detail, that's also a good secondary. We just need to get whatever we can. It's likely they might be relocating him. He could be there. Again, I have no intel other than what you guys just got for me, so we're just gonna assume the worst and go in full force there. Soar, you know the drill. Keep them clear on the outsides. Kill anything that moves outside of there. You guys are hot on all munitions outside of that. Watch out for Gaydam. As far as we can tell, that's a big city. That's honestly where I would expect them to be put. But according to our intel, that's where he is. So we're just going to assume that and clear it. Ideally, for SOAR, don't nuke Gaydam per se. But if anything's starting to bleed from there, just keep eyes on it, keep tabs, suppress it, and keep it away from the main operation. That's all I've got. We need to roll out. Okay.
Alright, you guys.
Okay.
You guys
Well, we gotta check our fire then. That initial drop team,
Casey,
you just
you're on
need
my
to
attack
secure
map.
a breach point. Don't overextend. If based off what he's saying, 50 to 60 guys, stick tight. Or we'll keep you guys covered. You just have to start thinning them out and check your fire. Keep eyes out for the ambassador. Obviously, we don't have no idea what he looks like at this point. He could be prisoner clothes. He could be Boko Haran. Either way, he'll most likely be unarmed, and he definitely will not be he'll be captured. He won't be actively moving around. So yeah, just check your fire.
We're going to drop our frags and grab some flashes.
Yeah, flashes only. In fact, that's what I recommend. SOAR's got all of your firepower you need, so you just need to do your job on the ground. Alright, let's go.
Alright, so you can put 4 guys on one bird, which is that one over there.
Take one of your guys. I think we're taking
one bird. There was Meld and Chinook.
What's up?
One Meld, one.
I'm gonna poach one of your
Gotcha.
guys.
Okay, that sounds good.
So pick your least favorite
Okay.
person.
I don't give a shit. I just want Caboose with me, Hero,
Yeah, okay, I'll take.
Caboose and Hero is the only ones I'd
Yeah, I'll
have to have.
I can do the forward team if you want.
I don't know. Okay, we'll take Scarab then.
I mean, Barrack and Scarab are both.
Are they on?
I want to scare them as I fly.
Whatever, we'll take Scarab. So,
Yeah, but you don't want to hit the trees. That's why you're not doing it.
Hey, Scarab, you're gonna run over to, you'll be under Alex now. Rest of my team, drop your frags, grab some flashes. Drop your frags, grab some flashes. We're going flashes only. No high explosives, no frags. Everyone understand?
luck, green team.
Godspeed.
My shit's screwed up right now. I don't know what's going on. I can only walk. I can't sprint.
Green team going balls deep.
So I'll copy over.
Where are we going?
We are going to be fast roping on Fargo, so I may need to expand that no kill zone radius a little bit. But we're going to be fast roping. We're not going to be dropping. We're going to be fast roping.
We're going to be fast roping on LZ Fargo, so...
Hey, Bazak, jump on the short range.
We have enough rope to fast rope.
You said 200, right?
201.
201, alright.
I think we're all loaded.
You should be good to go. We're going to be coming in second, so if you need us in
south-southeast from our position, so yeah, northern part of the town. You guys?
Yeah, Pearl's down. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Be advised, southeast side is completely clear. Southeast side is completely clear.
Hey, y'all got guys push north past y'all.
We found the ambassador yet? Mom, are you still with Alex back in the ritual compound?
Harold's down. I need a medic over here. Harold ran out of blood.
Where's Hero?
I need immediate medical attention on Moms.
Where's Moms?
Y'all need to cover y'all's northern sector that y'all pushed
Moms, where are you?
with Alex.
Where's Alex?
Harold needs a medic immediately. Southeast side. He's running out of blood.
I got it. Where's Caboose?
We're above you.
I'm busy doing my
Hey, I need someone to mark the location where the prisoners are being held for the other team. Copy that, kid.
Frank, just run to the southeast side of the town.
Yeah, he just needs blood. Everything else is fine.
joined your channel.
Alright, everybody in town right now, find a hostage, meet where I am at in the middle of town, we're getting evac.
Blue smoke marks ghost location. Go to blue smoke.
Blue smoke is regroup point, bring all the hostages. I don't know why you threw it up on the fucking... The LZ in the middle of town, everybody grab a hostage, meet there. Hey, there's enough room, you just gotta be accurate with it.
Alright, is everyone good? If you're not good, advise first letting military.
Somebody
Get to the hospital, get the hospital ready.
All right, everybody hear me?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so debrief time. That was a mission success, albeit very, very close to a mission fail.
I noticed.
We had the officer. The first situation where we did, or at least from what we believe, we did have an officer. That ended up, well, it wasn't a good situation. I'll just say that. Thankfully, like I had said during leadership briefing, that there were going to be multiple attempts. There's not just one commander flying around after all. Another one did happen to come by, and you guys were able to finesse him and get him out of the vehicle without raising too much suspicion, and he was taken hostage. We command, well, we did see in the helmet cams, Beetle, we lost that footage of we're in between where he was captured and when we were able to attain the intel, so I'm not sure what happened in between that time frame. But whatever did happen, I thought was very successful. We got our intel. We got the location of where the ambassador supposedly was being held. However, based off what I'm looking at, we got some of his security detail and some random civilians. So, sorry, sir, but I believe you're probably better off here than up to the north. However, getting his security detail is really important in that it will get us much more reliable intel for our next insertion. Fire. I thought that was well, we didn't get the guy himself. I think that getting his security guys, obviously they were with him, so they're going to know a lot more information. Exactly what kind, his whereabouts, where he was taken before they were moved, etc., etc. So that'll have to be for next time, unfortunately. But I would still call that a mission success. Our operational parameters were to get intel and to secure the ambassador if possible. So we couldn't get that directly, but we got more information leading to them. As far as ground combat goes, I thought you guys did very well. There were medical situations that I think the medics are very good at. Definitely had a lot of casualties tonight in terms of injuries. I don't think we had too many KIA. It's only a few from what I saw. I didn't see any SOAR operators go down, so good on you guys.
Jones.
Stayed up in the air.
Oh, my bad.
What else? Leadership. I do think the setup phase did take a little bit long for the initial stealth at nighttime, but you guys executed very well as a result of that, so that's good planning. You did have the leisure of time to begin with, so that's at the very least it's making good use of it. I don't think we had any casualties during that in operation, so that part is good. The only thing was the checkpoint manning. I think we can, for the most part, we can. I'll let Hart talk about that in a sec because that
User
was his
joined
thing.
your channel.
But I thought you guys did okay. I don't think it was amazing. Obviously, we don't do checkpoint stuff that often to begin with, so I can understand, trying to get into the role and feeling it out. But I thought, given what you guys had to work with, it was okay. As far as the third stage, our attack on the village, I honestly, that was amazing. I have never felt more American than that moment when I saw two little birds dumping rounds, and I didn't even realize someone was gunning the Chinook. I'm just seeing that thing on orbit. And the ground team, Harold and Ghost, and you got Hero, you guys on the ground, the five of you, that was pretty tight, as they say. Good support by fire, obviously, by Alex's team. You guys kept, honestly, everybody did their jobs, which meant the breach team secured an access point for the rest of you guys to come in at later. Everything worked exactly as it should have been. We took high casualties. That's just because there were 50 to 60 guys in that area, and more in the surrounding villages that came in, obviously. But, I mean, you guys did well. SOAR kept, I would say, 80% of them off of your back. So what you guys had to deal with was mostly just breach and clear. And I don't think we lost a single civilian either, so that's good work. Anyway, I will let Hart finish the debrief regarding the checkpoint and the RP elements.
Well,
you're not all graduating as Border Patrol agents, but I think, given the circumstances, you guys did pretty damn good. Not the best, but, I mean, what can
I
you
graduated
expect?
MIT.
Yeah, you graduated MIT. That's a few eyebrow raised, but really fun. I had a lot of fun playing. You guys let the first officer go. You shot at a PMC who, of course, taking contact from a whole bunch of dudes who look like Boko Haran is going to step out and fire back, but they'll deal with that American casualty whatever way they can. Also, you all did what's known as a body drop, and it's something that we talk about in Academy, and it's being the officer that takes someone into custody, puts them in a other person's vehicle, and leaves them there. You left the HVT on site on your FOB mark inside of a
the
vehicle.
FARP actually got blown up. We lost all those assets because Hart managed to basically escape. And Allahu Akbar, as they say.
Yeah, Allahu Akbar is right. But all in all, you guys kicked ass. I really started trying to kill you guys at the end there in that final town, and you guys kept whooping my ass, so I did end up kidnapping Bazak, who was left behind. I knew it! But he bled out in my poor, desolate African child arms before I could get him to safety in a wood line and patch him up with grass roots and llama spit.
I fucking tried to land there. I was like, is that Delta, guys?
I was thinking in my head, I was sitting there and I'm like, I could let them get out of the bird. I could shoot them in the chest and take those people hostage. Or I can shoot the bottom of the bird and let them fly away. And I opted for the later, because I didn't...
I don't know, I would have ID'd you. I would have... I had that much down.
Yeah. Well,
like,
good on you. You guys kicked ass. You know, I should really hold a class for checkpoint, but you guys did great. Appreciate you guys fucking around with me and having fun. So, that's all I got.
Alright, we'll get Alex, and then we'll get Grim.
Okay. First of all, I gotta say, Beetle, your team did really well during this whole thing. Say, I get it tight on point. During the first infiltration and last infiltration, you guys did really well. My team, you guys also did pretty well. I'm providing support. Yeah, first phase, yeah, did take kind of long. My bad on that. I was trying to decide some stuff. But once we were actually in there, it went pretty smoothly. During the second phase, well, there was some checkpoint shenanigans to be had for sure.
Thomas, grenade launcher.
IED!
I was 100% sure that it was Fubar after the whole incident with the going after the guy and shooting, and then when we were taking fire from the squads, I was really ready to call it Fubar and have everyone get out, but I was informed by Bazak that nope, we were actually okay. So I guess good thing I was informed of that, or else it would have went a lot differently. But yeah, somehow we managed to get that officer and get the intel. And as for the third phase, it went like amazingly. As for like the green team, you guys did really well. Yeah, and then with support with the white team, yeah, it went pretty awesome. And yeah, that's about it for me.
Alright, Grim.
Alright.
Shares are difficult.
Yeah. Amen.
Okay. I was landing.
Getting old.
Yeah, so I was getting landed on. So SOAR did their job tonight. It was fucking fun. I'm just gonna say that point blank. Like, SOAR did their job to the point where we were able to effectively operate as two independent elements, one being CAS and one being logistics, which we don't do often. And it was really, really on point. We did our best to cover you guys, even with the exclusion. Like, you guys often will orbit, but 2 clicks out, it's kind of, reaching. Thankfully, holy crap, I'm blanking. No, the cast was fun. I don't know which Zeus was doing it, but Hart or Smith, it was great. That's all I got to say.
All right.
I just want to add.
No.
You can't necessarily hold leaving the guy at the FARP against anyone because we were instructed by US SOCOM to take everyone, including the HVT, back to the FARP, and then immediately told to have them re-gear and go make a raid assault on the village. Realistically, the FARP would never have been left unattended. There would have been soldiers there as guards and or, just stationing the FARP. We just didn't have that access. So
That's
realistically, that wouldn't have been held against us, and you wouldn't have been able to escape and blow anything up.
That is fair.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so I have that covers the operational debrief. However, we do have elections, and I have a single promotion for tonight. Bezak, are you in here? It's a negative. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's sitting right next to me.
Oh, I see him.
He's just not doing anything.
He took a nap.
Okay. Well, he's AFK, but he gets promoted from PV2 to PFC. Nice job.
Yay.
He's not going to hear any of this, so that's
once again.
That is not.
Okay, that's as far as promotions, that's the only one that we've got. As a side note, make sure if you're thinking I've definitely been to a lot. Make sure you're indicating attendance. That's how we track. That's the official way. If you're not indicating, you're not getting promoted, basically. So just keep that in mind. And the next thing is elections, an announcement of all the positions. So there were only general elections for roundtable. I'll save that for the last. The other 5-6 positions. So head Zeus, that's going to be myself. Head intake, I don't believe, did anybody run for intake?
Jones.
Who's Jones
Air
is
rip.
head intake. Yep. And let me see. I'm just checking the website here.
Fuck.
Alright, CCW, was not run for, but that will default to the next squadron lead. Grim, I don't want to speak for you necessarily, but are you doing what we were doing earlier, what we talked about in private? Yep. Okay. So Grim is going to be retiring from the unit after tonight, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. He has been with us for, over 2 years.
20 years.
He's pretty much been a pilot since day one. It goes back a long ways. The unit, he's been through a lot. He's seen the unit change from when we were a JSOC unit. I believe you were here when we were Air Force, correct?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, all the way back then. We actually were 3 branches: Army, Marine, Air Force. And we have evolved to what we are today. Obviously, he's been our head SOAR commander for quite a long time. And as a final goodbye present, the birds that you guys were flying on, as well as the CAS Blackhawk, I don't think we operated that tonight, but he has as a part of the 91st Modified Assets mod, he has designed, built, and properly configured, all of which takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Totally new reskins and new functionality into the Little Birds and the Blackhawks specifically. So a lot of work done on that. I have to give him a lot of thanks. He's also included our patch mods as part of it too, so we can thin down the number of mod sets we have, which is nice. And all the custom helmets you see too. So you have a lot to thank. So obviously still welcome. We have a retired role set up in Discord for you, so you're definitely obviously still welcome around. But as of tonight, he will be officially retired from the Arma side of the operations. So I think that deserves a round of applause. 2 years. All right, and with that, moving on to First Sergeant, because I figured that was a good place to discuss that. We have Corn. So, First Class Corn, you are now First Sergeant Corn. For Sergeant Moms, we'll be handing off the mantle to you, and Moms, you'll be going to Specialist.
We're doing a change of command ceremony?
As far... First Sergeant technically is not in command of anything per se, the way we've designed it. He is basically administrative command, but, I mean, we can if we want to. I don't know
Lord
how
help
to run one
us.
of those.
I got you. I went through one the other day.
Okay. Moms is capable of doing this, to be honest.
Doing what?
It would take preparation.
In the meantime,
corn, yeah.
Rico here,
Well, if y'all ain't
because
say
of
shit, I don't know
Broom's
what the fuck y'all
retirement,
talking
Rico
about.
will be promoted to captain, since he'll be squadron lead, and then he'll also inherit the role of CCW, or Chief Command Warrant Officer, so
Hey, Rico.
congrats to him.
Rico,
Alright,
Badass
moving
roof
down,
landing.
head of staff, head trainer, is going to be Gareth. And I believe I got Zeus. Yep, Zeus myself. And then that leaves us with roundtable. Let me check.
Actual election.
Alright, so for the roundtable general election, there was an election. 6 people put in ITRs, or intent to runs. Only 5 people can be roundtable. Real quick, just for those who don't know, roundtable is basically the main administrative body for the unit. They handle pretty much every major aspect. They're the final say for almost everything. If you have questions, the Constitution will be your main resource there. There's a whole section on what they do and what they're responsible for. But basically, without further ado, our results are as follows. We have Cammy, Adam, Hart, Beetle, and myself, who are the 5 members of Roundtable. So,
I'm having a hard time believing people would vote for Cammy. Can we have a recount, please?
Damn.
I actually checked and nobody voted for me, so I don't know how I won.
Yeah, that's true. I only voted for 4 people.
But alright, and if you're basically to be eligible for Roundtable, Roundtable is probably the biggest commitment for the whole unit. It is a big job. However, we've been doing lots of work to kind of divvy up that responsibility properly. I think this next session should be pretty good. We'll have a lot of good guys who know the unit, know what they're doing, and are also active. If you're interested in running, elections are every main elections, and that's elections for every head of staff position. So all the positions I just listed, in addition to Roundtable, they're held every 2 months. And to be eligible for Roundtable specifically, you just need to be a PV2. And not on LOA or any of the inactive status tags. For the other positions, they each have their own separate prereqs, but they're all they're pretty easy relatively. We always post the prereqs when we announce elections. Okay, that's all I've got. We'll all please rise.
I don't know why you have such a good issue. I want for it to
Okay.
Plus, you were sitting at whatever. You're civilian now.
And face your flag of choice.
The one in the middle is the best.
One in the middle is the
Recognize
best.
2.
Recognize only one of them.
I don't know.
Set hot. And salute. And 2.
Hey,
Close
we
enough, Harold.
should absolutely have some create some
Oh,
sort
there it
of
is.
ceremony.